This is ridiculous. Um, okay, so today's topic is lead magnets. Again, I've spoken about lead magnets before, and I'm sure I will speak about them again because they're a really important aspect of online business and a huge part of what I do as a funnel builder. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about what lead magnets are, and more importantly, three things that you absolutely need to consider to make sure that they are working for your business. So, if you're not super familiar with online digital marketing and business, then a lead magnet you might know better as a loss leader. It's a very, very similar concept. So, a physical store, a grocery store, might have an item that they lose money on when you purchase it because they've priced it so low that they're not making a profit or they're making like almost no profit. And the reason they do that is to get you in the door because they know that the chances are very, very good that once you come into the store, you're not going to leave with just that one item. So they're hoping that they can get you in the store with this amazing deal on something that you really want, and then you're going to get there and see all these other things that you want and need that are more profitable for them and leave with a full cart. So the lead magnet is a very similar thing. It is usually free. It can be low cost if you don't like giving things away for free, but I'm going to speak in a moment why it's not really free. But it's a free piece of value that you give, and in return, people come into your world, into your ecosystem. They give you permission to contact them, they give you their email address, and you are then able to nurture them, grow a relationship with them, and make offers to them so that hopefully they eventually become your clients. So that's the purpose of a lead magnet. You may have heard it from other terms, an opt in or a freebie or a free download. I really like the term lead magnet because it says exactly what it does. If you're an online business, then you should probably know what a lead is. But a lead is somebody who would be an ideal client for you, an ideal customer or client, depending on whether you're selling products or services. Um, this person that's exactly right, and they have connected with you, and so once they become a lead, once they are in your world, you're leading them towards hopefully becoming a client or a customer because you know that you can help them because that's part of what a lead is. It's the person that your products and services help. Um, my daughter home from school today, so she's laying next to me, being very nice and quiet. um, So, yes, a lead magnet is something that is going to be very appealing to that lead, to that person who would make a great client for you and your products and services. It's going to magnetize them. It's going to make them say, oh, I really want that, just like the loss leader. It's something that the ideal customer really, really wants and is going to get because it's such a good deal. They have to have it. And in our case, we're asking them to pay with an email address, which is free to them. And all they have to do is give us an email address or even a phone number and permission to contact them. So that's the payment basically for this piece of value. And and the other thing I always like to remind people about magnets is that they repel as much as they attract. So when you're creating a lead magnet, it should be something that your perfect ideal client wants, and it's okay if it's something that other people who are not your ideal client don't want or think is silly or are against, even. That's okay. It can repel people as long as it is attracting the people that you actually want to be talking to. So, with that definition out of the way, let's talk about some important considerations when it comes to creating your lead magnet. And I'm going to be having a lead magnet creation workshop coming up. I'm still kind of working out the details. So I'll get you some more information about that as soon as I know, but it'll probably be in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we talked about how it's not really free. It is something that we ask for an email address or a phone number for. So don't look down on it. Don't look at it as like, oh, I'll just throw something out there, like, it's just my free thing. Like, it should be something that you put real thought and effort into, because this is the first impression that you're making for a lot of these potential clients. So you want to really show off your skills, your abilities, what it is that you do. So make it something really nice, something really appealing, something that they actually want. At the same time, don't make it something so big and overwhelming that they're not going to take action on it. Now, I will pause and say that there's a few different strategies and theories when it comes to lead magnets. And so some people would rather do something that is very big and overwhelming. You may want to consider that if your goal is done for you services where you can show people how challenging what you do is. If people are thinking, well, I'm just going to do it myself. And then if you provide a lead magnet that's like, oh, okay, yeah, you can do it yourself. Here's a checklist of the things you need. This and 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 this, and it's 500 things. And that might prompt them to say, oh, actually, this is harder than I thought. Let me hire you to do it. So that's one type of lead magnet that you could do if you have a done for you service. Or you could probably do it with other things too if you get creative. That is not my favorite way of doing it. It has its places, but I'm going to talk to you about doing a lead magnet that is actually completable and that you want people to complete. Um, so it's important to start by thinking about the journey that your potential client takes to become a client. So this is where I come from with my funnels. I love funnels, and what they really are is just the path that somebody takes from they've never heard of you before to they encounter you somewhere, maybe a networking event, maybe social media. They run into you. Um, they're intrigued. They think maybe you have something that they need or something that they want to help their business, or maybe you're not a business services provider the way I am. Maybe it's something else. Whatever problem it is that you solve, like, they're interested. They go to learn more. They take that first step. That first step is the lead magnet. That first step is following you on social media, but ideally getting them onto your email list so that you can be nurturing them that way and contacting them um, in that way. So you want them to take that first step with you. But before you create what that first step is, think about all of the steps that it takes. Who does this person need to be a great fit to work with you? What do they need to have? What do they need to know? By the time they get to your product or service, what kinds of things are they going to want to already have in place? So if you can think through what those steps are, then you can create those steps by starting out with a lead magnet that gives them that first transformation, and then emails that help them and guide them towards becoming that person who is ready to hear your offer at the end of it. So the first thing of my three things is that it is related to your client journey. The lead magnet is not something random that you had laying around that you thought, oh, okay, I can throw this up. Related to your customer journey, related to what you are going to be offering them for paid later on. The second thing is the real transformation. Make it something that is a quick win that they can do without getting overwhelmed, and that gives them a taste of what it's going to be like working with you or getting whatever it is that you transform, getting that transformation. Give them that little taste so that they go, oh, this person really knows their stuff. This person really can help me. So they will take that next step towards buying services from you. Even somebody who is super cheap and is always downloading freebies will buy if the offer is really appealing. If they truly believe that you have the solution that they need for this problem, then they will pay. So create a lead magnet that helps them to see that you are the right person to solve this problem. And then the final thing is they're not going to continue the journey to work with you if they never utilize the freebie. So definitely put into your plan a strategy for helping them to actually use your freebie, encouraging them to actually download it, to open it, to use it. I usually build this into my email sequences, asking people about certain components of it, like, have you done this part yet? What did you think? How did you find this? Different little ways of helping them to actually prioritize doing it, because they might have that freebie sitting in their inbox for ever without actually opening it. So ways of encouraging them to open it, to use it, is going to get them moving on that path towards becoming your client. So I think that is everything that I wanted to touch on about lead magnets today. But like I said, I'm working on putting together a workshop, which will be a freebie and a lead magnet. And basically, if you want to see behind the scenes, the workshop too. That is a leaf. I wonder how that got in the house. The lead magnet development workshop will help you actually come away with a full functioning lead magnet, like an actual, you'll have the product ready to plug into a funnel. Because guess what? I build funnels. So the person that I need you to be ready to work with me is somebody who has a lead magnet that needs to put it into a funnel. So I'm going to offer that part for free, help you develop that lead magnet, help you have it ready, and then I'm going to offer you ways that you can work with me to put it into a funnel that will bring people to your services. Why are you doing that?
It feels crunchy and
It feels crunchy, but you're saying ow.
yeah, got little spikes on
There's
it.
spikes on it, so yeah, if the spikes hurt, don't touch them. But if you're enjoying it, that's fine. Anyway, so I'm gonna go, but keep an eye out for more information about that workshop if you're interested in having some help and support in developing an ideal lead magnet for your business. All right, I will see you next week.
Are you done with your